It's Joseph P., as in Patrick Mellen, and my rank was yeoman third class. Down in Guantanamo Bay, young seaman, bunch of guys going over to the EM Club and drinking down several cases of 3-2 beer, which is very hard to get drunk on. And we're walking back to the ship, and I fell down a slope. I wouldn't say I was drunk, I was slightly inebriated. And I became very much attached to a cactus. And I never realized how painful, even as drunk as I was, I could not realize how painful that was, because I had to go back to sick bay on the ship. And the corpsman just got those pliers going. And I don't know how many, he pulled them out of my side, he pulled them out of my arm, they were in my neck, they were everywhere. And for many years after that, I had that cactus at home. Just a big leaf rub, I'll say, right? And so that, my parents finally got rid of that, but the same time I was down, this time, every night, this is also related to Guantanamo, in the same time period, maybe one of the many trips I took down there, we were fishing. Every night a different destroyer went up bay, and we would put the anchor down, and we've always been sniped at from the hills. This is during Castro's time. And we were fishing on the fantail, in this case on the starboard side, because everybody was shooting at us, and we kind of stayed behind all the bulkheads and the superstructure. And I'm fishing off the stern here area, and I got a small moray eel, maybe a foot long, baby. And I'm trying to get him off the hook. And just as I got him off the hook, he hooked onto me with his mouth covering about half of my pinky, and with those nice little teeth. So I had to go to the corpsman, same corpsman, this is the next, and he looks at me and he says, "What is this?" He proceeded to cut the head of the eel and remove the head from my finger and give me a tetanus shot. So that was probably my two experiences with, doing something stupid. Shit. But no, it was a good time. I enjoyed it. Now that I look back, I had many good liberties. My wife always said my war zone was down in the Caribbean. But that's where my ship went. That was the Keppler. We did a couple of dopey things. I remember an incident off Puerto Rico. It related to the folks over the bosun there. I will not mention his name, but we were doing Oscar man overboard drills and throwing the dummy into the water. A lot of sharks. And the bosun mate, who shall, like I said, shall remain nameless, decided to go down to the reefer and bring up a steak. Well, he took this steak, he threw it on the deck for about a minute, nice and hot, defrosted, stuffed it inside the life jacket, chucked Oscar over the side, and all he retrieved was part of the life jacket and the head. The rest of the thing was gone. Sharks got it. Well, there was a few words up on the bridge. I'm not sure if there was a mast, I can't remember. But we thought it was funny. The officers and the captain and the XO didn't think it was funny, but no one admitted to who did what. Just one of those things. I will say I'm probably the only sailor in the Navy who ever hit a shark on his back with a tomato. It was a hammerhead shark that was swimming next to the ship during this drill, and I got a tomato and I just threw it down at it and I actually hit it on its back right by its dorsal fin, and that shark just disappeared. I went, I don't believe I did that, but I certainly don't want to be in that water. So that was it. No, she was a good ship. I think she was a happy ship. She was well taken care of. I can't, she was clean. I mean, she always looked good. We got blowbacks a lot. When we were in the Mediterranean, before I got to the Mediterranean, I was the signalman on the forward fueling station. And it was my responsibility with the red and green paddles, to let the ship across from us know more oil or cut it off. And that was my responsibility. We refueled. I think one of the prettiest sights I saw, we were refueling from a tanker, and here comes the Newport News, heavy cruiser, and she pulled up on the other side. And that was the one time I didn't have a camera, because I was doing what I was doing. And she just looked so beautiful coming up and just sat on the other side of the tanker, so I couldn't get a shot. That's the only time I ever saw her. You know, just these little memories keep jumping back. We had a, in the Mediterranean, I know I'm jumping around now, in the Mediterranean, we had a man that attempted to, he actually attempted to commit suicide. He jumped over the side, and he denied jumping over the side, except his uniform and shoes were neatly folded on the fantail. But they flew him back to the States. We did pick him up. I didn't realize how cold the water was. So we steamed down our track and we found him. And he was swimming, actually swimming faster than the ship, it seems, because he wanted to get out of that water. So that was one thing that happened there. I'm sure if I really thought about our memories, I could come together. But I think she was a good ship. Like my wife said, I complained every time I was home, but you look back now, we had a good time. And I think she was a pretty happy ship. Probably no better than worse than a lot of other ships.